Jamshik, if you're live, you can wait for next 2 or 3 minutes so that like students can join. Good morning, Somshekar sir. Like Srinivas here from Seven Sense. Can we wait for like till the student strength is less? Shall we wait or we can start, sir?
I think we will wait for 5 more minutes. We will start
Okay,
at 10:45.
okay, sure, sure. We will wait, sir, because the strength increases. It will be very good. I think the students might
Mm.
join late. They might start around like 10:50. We will wait, sir. No worries. Then.
Mm.
Somsekhar sir, like, good morning. Srinivas here from 7th Sense. Like, sir, can you?
Good morning. Yeah. Shall we start?
Oh, sir, if you wish, we can wait, sir. No worries. Like, if you say we can wait for next 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, we will start at 11 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Sure. No worries. We'll start at.
Yeah, Srinivas, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shall we start?
So yes, sir. We can start, sir.
Sir, Paneer, sir. Jai, sir.
Yes, Dr. Sam, sir, we can start 11
Yeah.
o'clock now. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah. We can start.
Good morning to one and all. Greetings from Siddhaganga Institute of Technology. I take this opportunity to welcome all the aspirants who have shown interest to pursue their MBA. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. S. Paneerselvam, Head of the Department and Professor, MBA Department, Siddhaganga Institute of Technology. I also welcome Dr. M. Ajay Kumar, Associate Professor, MBA Department, Siddhaganga Institute of Technology. I extend warm welcome to Mr. Vinod Prabhu, Managing Director, Seventh Sense Talent Acquisition from Bangalore. I also take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Srinivas Prajwal from Seventh Sense Talent Solution, Bangalore. We from Siddhaganga Institute of Technology, since many years, we are conducting this mock test and training how to crack this PGCET and KMAT since many years, over a long period of time in physically, but because of this pandemic, we were not able to conduct this physical classes, so we are conducting this online class. Now I request Dr. S. Paneerselvam, HOD and Professor, MBA Department, to give introduction about the institute.
Thank you, Dr. Somasekhar. Thank you, my colleague, Professor Ajay Kumar. Thank you, Mr. Vinod Prabhu, and thank you, Mr. Srinivas from Seventh Sense. So I am here, and all the MBA aspirants. So I am here to give a brief introduction about our institute and our department. So SIT has been established in the year 1963, and SIT is one among the 127 institutions run by Sri Siddhaganga Educational Society, founded and nurtured by His Holiness Dr. Sri Sivakumara Swamigalu, a centenarian. He is the guiding force, even though he is no more. Now it is headed by Sri Siddhalinga Swamigalu. Siddhaganga Mutt provides free food, shelter, and education to over 10,000 children from all the levels of the society. It is a benevolent mutt known in Karnataka for its human service to the society. The SIT campus, coming to SIT, the campus is spread over 50 acres. The institute is now offering 13 UG programs with a total intake of 950 students and 13 PG programs with a total annual intake of about 400 students. 16 departments of the institute are recognized as research centers by Visvesvaraya Technological University. The total number of students in the campus is anywhere between 4,500 to 5,000, and more than 40% of the students stay in 7 of our hostels. So the institute has about 290 well-qualified and experienced faculty members, out of which 120 are PhD holders. Coming to our department, so our department was established in the year 1997, and our prime program is it's MBA. It's a 2-year full-time postgraduate program, and we got the academic autonomy in the year 2009. Of course, still it is affiliated to Visvesvaraya Technological University. What does it mean is that the syllabus and conducting the exams and other things will be done by us, but the degree will be given by the Visvesvaraya Technological Universities. So still we are affiliated to Visvesvaraya Technological University. So the department is also a research center recognized by Visvesvaraya Technological University. About 10 research scholars are working in our department under different guides of our department. So Department of MBA, it is situated in a green silver environment, and it is very congenial for learning. We have a state-of-the-art infrastructure, well-qualified and experienced faculty. So both from the industry and both from the academies, we have the blend of two. As part of our pedagogy, so we teach, of course, using the lecture method. Along with we give a lot of presentations. We enable the students to present on different topics related to the syllabus of the particular subject, and we give a lot of case studies for the students to analyze, to come to the class for discussion, and we conduct seminars, conferences, management fests, and also we arrange for industry visits. Of course, last year we could not do because of the COVID pandemic. Otherwise, during the second semester, we take them off to a couple of industries in and around Singapore, and also we have some industry visits also to the other states if possible. So we conduct invited talks from getting the experts from industry and academia. So this is about the institute and the department. So just if possible, I will take you here to the virtual tour of our department. Just hold on for a minute. Please hold on. I will share the screen. I'm trying to have the website to be shared to all of you.
Is the screen sharing has stopped?
Yeah, it is virtual tour. I'm just trying to do it from the website. Is it possible?
Oh, yes, sir, like to the website also we can do the same thing, but we need to share the screen.
Yeah, I am sharing the screen. I'm trying to share the screen.
Yeah, it's fine, sir. No, it is being shared.
It is being shared. You are able to see this?
Yeah, but the screen is blank, sir.
So there is a problem. It's okay. So the aspirants, you can visit our website sit.ac.in, and you have a virtual tour of our department, and you can witness the facilities and infrastructure of our department. Thank you, Dr. Somasir, for giving me an opportunity to introduce the institute and the department. Over to Dr. Somasir.
I thank Dr. S. Munnisalam for introducing about our institute. Now I request Dr. M. Ajay Kumar to talk about why you should join MBA, why you should choose career as MBA, and what are the things and criteria that you are supposed to look when you are going to join before an institute? Now it is over to Dr. M. Ajay Kumar.
Okay, good morning, all of you. Thank you, Dr. Somsekhar and Dr. Paniselvam. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So I will now share the screen. So I will spend about 10-15 minutes on what is the relevance of MBA program and how does one choose a piece. After that, Mr. Prabhu will start with his presentation on the preparations for PGCET. So let me just share the screen now. Yeah, is my screen visible now?
Yeah, it's always
Yes, sir.
Sure.
So, okay, so I will just spend some time on explaining to you what is the importance of MBA degree, what are the advantages of having an MBA degree, and what you learn. Sorry, there's mistake. It is not what you learn. What you learn in MBA. What are institutes offering MBA program, and how to choose a school. So, what is the importance of MBA? So, MBA is not a very new degree. It has been around for quite some time. But what is it? What is it that makes this degree different from many other post-graduation programs? One of the important thing is, as you all know, the economy is growing, and when the economy is growing, there is increased demand for professional managers. And MBA is a generalized professional degree. It is not a specialized degree in one area. It's more of a generalized professional degree compared to an MTech program or an MA or MSc program, where you are becoming an expert in only one area. And MBA degree prepares you for taking up managerial careers in industry. And normally in an MBA program, first year is most of the common subjects, and second year you have some sort of specialization. So therefore, a good MBA program prepares a candidate for managerial positions in industry. Now, if you look at the economy, all sectors, manufacturing, financial services, healthcare, hospitality, agriculture, education, they're all looking forward for professional managers. There was a time, even today, even family-run businesses, those traditional family businesses are looking for professional managers. So that is why the importance of an MBA degree is increasing. There is exponential growth in startups. Now, India is a big startup story now. We have a lot of successful startups which have come up, and all these startups, when they start scaling up their business, when they start becoming big, they start looking for more professional managers. For example, if you take the case of Zomato, it was started a few years ago by two engineers from IIT Delhi, but today Zomato has a large team of professional managers managing all activities of the company. So, same is the case with companies like Urban Company or Pharmacy or any such startup which has become big, have recruited professional managers. There's a thrust on movements like Make in India, Skill India, etc. A lot of investments is coming into Make in India, Skill India. People trying to increase the skill and the skilled manpower capacity in India. In all these places, professional managers have a role to play. Parallelly, we also have very good growth rate in not-for-profit NGO organizations in different fields. When I say not-for-profit, non-government organizations, we are talking about organizations which are involved in various promotional activities, various social causes. It can be in healthcare, it can be in supporting the elderly people, it can be in taking care of children, it can be providing food for needy people. Large number of NGOs are flourishing. NGOs like Health India or Cancer Patients Aid Association, Sight Saver Foundation, Child Rights and Youth, like that. All these NGOs are also large organizations which require professional managers. Even though they are not working for profit, they have large amount of managerial responsibilities, and these responsibilities can be taken care by professionally trained managers. So if you look at the entire economy, the country, the growth happening, we find that there is a lot of scope and there's a lot of demand for MBA graduates. But at the same time, there's also a cause of concern that many times our MBA graduates are not able to live up to the expectations of the industry. That is where the real issue lies. So let's move forward. What are the advantages of an MBA? If you do an MBA, what happens to it? It prepares a candidate to take up managerial challenges. I've already explained to you. It provides decision-making skills because most of the times, most of the managerial decisions have decision-making involved. So a good MBA program gives you a lot of tools and techniques using which you will be able to take good decisions. It enhances your leadership qualities. It encourages good dynamics. A manager's job many times is not a standalone job. It is not that I work and I achieve my targets. No manager will be able to achieve what he has set forth unless he has a team to support him and if he takes the team along. So a good MBA program also encourages good dynamics. It also prepares you to work in a group or work in a team. More than a group, I would like to call it as a team. It prepares you to work in a team. It provides a blend of theoretical concepts and practical applications. See, management is a very application-oriented branch of science. Practice is equally important compared to theory. It is not just theory that's important, but practice is also important. So therefore, a good program should provide you a blend of theory as well as practical applications. In MBA, we do have things like case studies, assignments, simulation games. All these things takes one closer to real life. Because what you are ultimately going to do if you become a marketing manager tomorrow, your ability to recollect what you have learned in the classroom is not what is important. If a product is given to you, you should be able to come up with the most practical marketing strategy for that product. And this comes only when you are able to bring in a lot of real life examples into your course. So case studies are there, real life assignments are there, simulation games are there. So these things will always give you a feel of how the real world works. It provides confidence in handling dynamic work-life situations. It is suitable for diverse areas, fields, industries, and civil society. Please understand, management is applicable everywhere. Even if you are a high-tech company, a tech solution company, there is management involved. It can be a completely technology-oriented organization. It can even be a B2B technology-oriented organization. That means you are manufacturing something against orders given by somebody. So there's hardly any marketing here. But even then, you have human resource management. You have people working there, you need to manage them. You have a lot of money coming in and going out. You have financial management there. So MBA is something which is suitable for diverse areas. It need not be just business. It need not be just business for profit. As I told you, MBA is also useful for managing not-for-profit organizations. I can tell you some of the large religious institutions have employed MBA people to manage their affairs. It is suitable for all backgrounds. MBA is not an extension of your BCom, BBA. It is suitable for all people. People doing BS, people with BSc come here, people with engineering come here, people with commerce come here, people with arts come here. I can also tell you an extreme case of, I've seen one or two people who did their MBA program after completing their MBBS. That means doctors who came for MBA. Why they came? Because some of the doctors had aspirations of starting their own business. Business in the sense, maybe they want to start a hospital, they want to start a clinic, so they want to learn the managerial aspects of it. So therefore, it is suitable for all backgrounds. It facilitates faster career growth. Some time back, one of my students who completed his MBA joined a company and then came back to me after a week and said, "Sir, the guy sitting next to me is only a graduate. I am also doing the same work. I am also getting the same salary. So what is the point of spending so much of money and efforts and 2 years of my life doing MBA?" He was a little disappointed. He joined a company, a KPO kind of a company in Bangalore, and said, The guy sitting next to me is only a graduate. He's also getting the same salary. He's also doing the same job. I told him, wait for 5 years. Just see what happens after 5 years. After 5 years, the guy sitting next to you who is a graduate may probably continue in the same position or may go up by one position. Whereas if you are good, you would have had an exponential growth in your career. So initially, you may not see that, but I have seen my students who have graduated in this institute, from this institute about 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they've had wonderful career growths. Without MBA, they wouldn't have been able to do that. So an MBA program also facilitates faster career growth. What do you learn in an MBA? In any MBA, I'm not talking about only SIT, you go to any MBA institution in this country, there is a general structure. You learn some general management subjects like management, behavioral process, total quality management, strategic management, supply chain management, business communications, entrepreneurship development. You also have few economics courses. Of course, the percentage of economics courses in MBA is very small, but understanding the basics of economics is very important. So you have courses like managerial economics, economic environment and business. You have courses like international business management, which is a combination of economics and business. You have courses in accounting and finance. These are basic courses I'm talking about. The basic courses which everybody will learn. Courses like accounting for managers, financial management, management control systems. You have basic marketing courses like marketing management, business research methods, human resource courses like human resource management, legal environment, and today we are all talking about data-driven decisions. Today we are talking about analytics everywhere. We are talking about big data. We are talking about decisions based on analytics. So therefore, it is important that the quantitative area, the quantitative aptitude or the quantitative analytical skills of a student are harnessed during an MBA program, for which we have courses like statistics for managers, quantitative techniques. You also have things like production, management information system, etc. Apart from this, in the second year of your course, you learn 8 to 10 specialization courses in various areas. The major areas offered are finance, marketing, human resources, systems, banking, insurance, protection, analytics, etc. As of now in SIT, we are offering finance, marketing, and human resource management. There are some institutes which are offering banking specialization, insurance specialization, and the latest addition is analytics. Some people have also started specialization in analytics. Now, what are the institutes offering MBA? If you look at, I'm talking about from an Indian perspective, I'm not looking at global scenario. The top institutes in India are definitely Indian Institute of Management, IIMs. Among them, the topmost are the first 4, which is IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Calcutta, IIM Bangalore, and IIM Lucknow. So these are the oldest among IIMs. We have a lot of new IIMs also. IIM Kozhikode is doing well now. IIM, Shillong is there. IIM Vizag is there. So these new IIMs have also come. Then we have Indian School of Business, which is a collaboration of Indian professors and foreign universities. Now, this is in Hyderabad. We have Indian Institute of Technology. So few IITs have MBA departments. For example, IIT Bombay has an MBA department. IIT Kharagpur has an MBA department. Then comes your National Institute of Technology. Some NITs also have MBA department. For example, NIT Surathkal has an MBA program. So these are the top level institutes. Then comes the tier 2 business schools. Of course, some of these tier 2 business schools are better than NITs and IITs, like Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management in Bombay, XLRI Jamshedpur, Faculty of Management Studies FMS Delhi, SP Jain Institute in Mumbai, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade in Delhi, Narsi Munshi Institute of Management Studies, which was in Bombay. Now they also have campuses in different places. Bangalore also has a campus, MDI Gurgaon, IMT Ghaziabad. Like this, the second level of these schools. Then comes the big majority. The top is a creamy layer institutions like IITs and IIMs. Then comes the layer 2. Then comes the big majority, which includes university departments, autonomous colleges, university affiliated colleges, etc. There are also options of learning MBA through a distant mode. So we have some distant programs and we also have open universities. The latest addition to this is called Executive MBA. Now, many top institutes are offering Executive MBA programs. Some of them are full-time programs, 1-year PGPX programs. Some of them are part-time programs. Some of them are online programs. So this is the entire gamut of MBA programs available to you to pick and choose from. If you are a fresher, this Executive MBA is useful for people who are working, who cannot take leave and go for the course. And again, distant program is for people who are not in a position to go for a full-time program. But if you are a fresher, I would always recommend you to go for a full-time program, because the kind of inputs that you get in a full-time program spread over 2 years, you will not be able to get in a distant program or an open university system. How to choose a B school? Now you're all trying to do MBA. How to choose a B school? What are the factors that you need to consider while choosing a B school? Obviously, reputation. The brand image and ranking of the institute is very important. You need to look at how reputed the institute is. But if I've put 2 things in red color here, these 2 factors I feel are the most important. One is infrastructure, second is faculty. Today we have mushrooming growth of MBA institutes offering MBA programs. But many of them, they don't even have the basic infrastructure. So you need to look at the infrastructure, the classroom facilities, the IT facilities available in the campus. What are the learning resources? It is not just classrooms. Do they subscribe to various databases? Do they have IT infrastructure available? Do they have a good library? And what are the other learning resources they provide? And what is the ambience of the institute? Second, and the most important thing, is faculty. Do you have sufficient number of faculty? A B school with very less number of faculty cannot give you much. And what is a mix of the faculty? Sometimes I've seen some MBA programs where one HOD will be a senior person and who will be having a lot of experience, and then there'll be all other faculty who are freshers, who have completed their MBA in last 2 to 3 years time. Now this mix doesn't give you enough scope to learn. Therefore, you need to look at the mix of faculty. A good institute should have few seniors, few people who are in the mid of their career, and obviously few juniors.
Mariappa, if you can be on mute, please.
Yeah, can somebody is talking?
Mariappa, can you be on mute, please?
Okay. So this is another thing. How do you know that? You look at the website. If you look at the website of the institute, they will tell you who are the faculty, how many people are there, and what is their position, how many professors, how many associate professors, how many assistant professors, and some institutes also give the entire details of the faculty, what research they are doing, what teaching they are doing, what is their credentials. All these things will be available in a good B school. We put up all these things in their website. And research. See, research is an important component. Faculty, especially MBA being a postgraduate program, the research done by faculty members gets reflected in their course. So we do research and we bring those research into our teaching. So how strong the research base of an institute is. So this is how you need to look at the faculty. Placements. Obviously, you're all here for a job. Unless and until you are planning to be an entrepreneur after MBA and you want to start your business, or you want to go back and join your existing family business, you're all here because you want a job. Otherwise, why should you do an MBA? So you need to look at the placement. What is the placement ratio? How many people are being placed? Who are the major recruiters? And what are the average package? What is the median salary that is being offered by the institute? What are the collaborations? Do they have collaborations with industry? Do they do some programs with industry? Are the industry involved in their curriculum design? Do you have guest lectures by people from industry, interactions with industry? Is there any international collaborations? Do they have international universities or international research agencies? What is the affiliation and accreditation? Is this this MBA program affiliated to a particular university? Which university is that? Whether that university's ranking is good, and what is the status of accreditation? But having said all this, ultimately as a student, your touch points are to infrastructure and faculty. You're going to be sitting in using that infrastructure, and you're going to be learning from the faculty. So these two are very important. If infrastructure is poor and the faculty quality is average, then I would say you're making a wrong choice. So you need to look at the infrastructure and the faculty, the strength of faculty and the quality of infrastructure. I think that has brought me to the end of my presentation. Wish you all the best. If you have any doubts, if you want to ask me some questions, I can quickly take 1 or 2 questions. Otherwise, over to Dr. Somshay.
If you have any questions, please.
Okay, I think there are no questions. So thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you, Dr. Somshega. Thank you, Dr. Paneer. I think Mr. Prabhu has already joined, so maybe you can.
I take this opportunity to thank Dr. M. Ajay Kumar for throwing light on MBA education in India and how to choose an institution for our education and all those things. So now I welcome Mr. Vinod Prabhu, Managing Director of Seven Sons, who is going to make a presentation, detailed presentation on how to crack this PGCET and who is going to conduct this mock test and all. I request Mr. Vinod Prabhu to take over the session.
Many thanks, Somshekar sir. So even before that, respected His Holiness Swamiji, many thanks to your blessings and permitting us to conduct this particular training program. Many thanks to Dr. S. Paneerselvam sir, Professor in HOD Department of MBA, Professor Dr. Ajay Kumar sir, who's spoken now very lucidly about why someone should pursue the MBA program, what are the benefits of the MBA program, how do you select the right course, and Dr. Somshekar sir for ensuring all of the participants on this particular session, both here as well as on the YouTube channels, get to know on how to crack the PGCET. So in this particular session, what I'm going to do is to first give an overview of the PGCET program. Then we are also, we have 2 other things that we have planned for the students. We will show you how to access the demo test on the PGCET pattern on our portal. So this particular test will have the same duration, the same difficulty, some questions from the previous year, all of that will be done. We'll have a team member guide you on how to take that particular test, how to log in and how to see your scores and answers. That's one. Also that we've created a playlist of some recorded videos on the concepts that are asked in PGCET. So you will have both of that once I finish my session. We'll have Srinivas and Amruta from our Seven Sons team also brief you on how to access those resources. The mock test, probably multiple mock tests that we will give, and secondly, the playlist that we have created, which has recordings of the sessions for the participants on how to crack PGCET. Saying that, I want to move forward in this particular session. If you have some of your friends, batchmates, etc., who might be, who are yet to join, just quickly send them a WhatsApp and they can take part here. So this is in association with Siddhganga Institute of Technology, specifically with their PG Department of Management Studies and Research Center. Orientation for people who are attempting and aspiring to get into an excellent MBA program after writing their PGCET, MAT or the KMAT. So PGCET, the postgraduate common entrance test. So this test is mandatory if you have to get into the postgraduate courses in Karnataka. Conducted once a year. There is some uncertainty this year about when it will be conducted, but that's the case with all programs and all tests because we don't know government guidelines, we don't know all of that. So the date per se is uncertain, but this will be conducted and this has to be written. So that is not uncertain. When you will write it, that's uncertain. But so don't listen to myths, don't listen to rumors, etc., saying this might not be conducted. It will be conducted. There's no other go. Okay. Now it's conducted by the government body, right, which is the KEA, Karnataka Examination Authority, and so this has a lot of weightage and value across all MBA and PG programs across the country. Now, as an outsider, what I want to tell about SIT is I've seen that institute when I was a student. I'm an engineering student from RBC. And then an MBA student, then an MBA graduate from IIM Bangalore. When I was a student 25 years ago, at that time SIT had an excellent brand name. Now, and that brand name has increased by leaps and bounds. When I see the MBA program in SIT, I see amazing infrastructure. I see amazing faculty starting from the HODs to all the individual faculty members as well. and amazing placements. So all of these three things that you can get: good brand name, good education, good opportunities, good placements, good exposure, all of that will come when you take up the program in good colleges like Siddhganga Institute of Technology, Tumkur. So if you need any information on this particular exam, if you feel, okay, I listened to this session, but I forgot, you could always visit this web address, which is kea.kar.nic.in. Visit that website and you will get to know more details there as well if you want some sessions later on. Because the date of the exam, all of that will be announced there. Please get into the habit of just checking the newspaper or checking your respective degree college groups where this might be posted. This is a paper pencil mode again, so if it gets changed, it gets changed. But as of now, the information that we have is going to be paper pencil mode, and there is only objective questions, so you don't have to worry about any subjective theoretical questions and answers that you have to write. It will be multiple choice questions. Attempt all the questions in this particular test that you do. The examination date was initially scheduled to be in October, but that is now postponed. That revised date is not yet given. The admit card, however, as of now is announced that it will be given the following Tuesday, which is the 12th of October. Okay, so please log in and download and keep that card ready just in case if that this particular date doesn't get altered. As of now, it's 12th October. And not just the MBA, like I said, you could look at MTech, MCA programs through this, but like Ajoy sir was saying, an MBA program kind of is like a shortcut for growth in your career. Like a typical step, it's like an elevator. I won't call it a shortcut, it's an elevator. It will take you to a destination faster and it will take you more comfortably. So that's the entire purpose of the MBA program, because it exposes you to things that you have not been exposed to in your life. So someone would want a good candidate who's finished an MBA program from a good college, and that is the reason why you should pursue this particular MBA program. Now, once you take the PGCET, you will also get seats in the government quota, and these quota seats are mandated in all institutions, and these seats will come at a much subsidized and a lower fee structure. So if you want to save money instead of taking loans, or even if you have money and you don't need a loan, but who doesn't want to save money, right? So definitely take up the PGCET and do well in this particular test. So this is a context on why you should listen to this session. What is the PGCET? For some of you, this might be very obvious information. For many of you, some of these aspects might be new. And for others, a lot of these might be what they're hearing for the first time. And not just the government quota seats, many colleges also provide the management quota seats. So good colleges, sometimes the government quota seats end early. You can also book your management quota seats, like in SIT. If you want the management quota seats, you're not certain of getting the seat there, you can also block your management quota seats. Now, colleges who accepts these PGCET scores, right? All the aided and private colleges, right, which are affiliated, any university which is in Karnataka will have to accept PGCET scores and will have to admit students, a certain number of students into their postgraduate programs. They can't say, oh, I'm not in Bangalore, I'm a private university, I am this, I am that, I am an old university. No, everyone has to accept, which shows that this is very, very important. If you are a university in Karnataka or affiliated to a university in Karnataka, you have to take the PGCET scores. Like I said, some percentage of the seats in all colleges for the meritorious students will be there, and these seats come in at a much lower price. Now, what is the eligibility for PGCET? You should have finished a bachelor's degree, minimum of 3 years. This could be as in any of the regular graduate programs or an engineering program. 3 years is minimum. We had a student said, okay, can't I pursue PGCET if I pursued the engineering course? Of course you can, because that will be a 4 years bachelor's. This will be a 3 years bachelor's. If you have done BCA, MCA, and you want to pursue an MBA program, that is also possible. So the only thing is 3 years minimum you should have studied in a bachelor's program. Okay, so that is what is needed here. Now, aggregate should be 50 and more in your undergraduate program, right? So that's the minimum percentage that you need to have once you finish the course. If you have not finished the course and you have not gotten the degree, not gotten the results yet, then this is what you should have achieved. But there's a relaxation of 5% for students, candidates belonging from these three categories, SC, ST, and category 1. Now, the exam fee structure, online application for people who have not filed, if you're still able to file, because it was extended once. If you not filed, good. If you filed, then this is what you would have paid. right? 650 for the general and OBC, and SC/ST would have paid 500. If you haven't, if someone who's in the session who's not filled the online application form, please go to the website that I initially showed, kea.kara.nic.in. Then see if you are still able to apply, and then apply. Sometimes the deadline is given, but a day or two after the deadline also you could apply. See that if you want. Now these are the exam centers, right? We had I think 12 centers. We had a few more last year, but this year we have 12. So for students who are from different parts of the state, Bengaluru, Vijaypura, these are the locations. For people who are in Tumkur is also a center, but there are other centers. If you are not from these districts, then your admit card will inform you where you will have to go. You might have to make some travel plans as well. But if you are in these districts, very, very likely that you will get the exam center in the same district. Also, what I would suggest is once you get the exam location and the exam is in the college, right? Go to that college at least once before the exam date and confirm that it is indeed the exam, because on that day, your parents might drop you or you might go by bus, and then you'll realize, oh, this is not the college, there's another campus 10 kilometers away. You'll just be tense. Go to that particular campus, see where it is, double check with people inside the campus that this is indeed the campus. Don't check with someone, just go inside, check in the office. I got this location, is this that particular college? Double check. It might seem silly because some colleges might have a trust office somewhere and their campus is somewhere, campus 1, campus 2. Double check that. Don't go only on that day. Okay? And this will be, I had mentioned in the admit card. Don't think that this is the location. Just check. Take a copy of the admit card and keep it with you. Take a printout rather and keep it with you. Take 2 printouts. You don't know which sheet might get missed, and keep it in 2 different places. And then whatever preference city you mentioned in the application form, that's where it will possibly be given. Now the admission process is one, the application form. You would have filled it, or if you yet to fill, please do fill. If you are allowed to fill, then you'll have the exam. And this exam will have 4 different sections. Post the exams, you will have the results announced. And then these results will be based on the score in these 4 sections. And then the merit list will be announced. Based on the merit list, you will have the counseling done, and based on that, you will be allowed to select colleges. So typically the online counseling, online registration, where you can select your preference colleges, and if the seat in those colleges are available, from your first preference, you'll start getting colleges. So let us say if I put SIT MBA as my first preference and then other colleges as my other preferences, when my rank, as in when the allocation happens to my rank, if SIT MBA has seats available, I'll get that. If I don't have seats available in SIT MBA, then I'll get the second college. If that college is also filled up, I'll get the third college. It's like that. So best to put good colleges as your first preference and score well. That's the secret to get admission in colleges like SIT. One, you keep that high on your preference list, and second, also score well in your PGCET. And then there are document verification processes, right? So please ensure any documents that you need. Could be the caste certificate, could be the income certificate, I don't know, whatever else that you feel that you should have, but you don't have, which you're not either collected or you misplaced and you're not able to find out, you shifted homes and it's lost. All of those, please keep it ready now, not on that day. Documents that have to be attested by your principal, please do that now. On that day, it will become very difficult. Principal might be on leave, out of town, and then don't want to get stressed out just before the document verification. So please do all of that right now or right after your exam. Don't keep it for that particular day. And then you do this option entry, whatever I mentioned. Options that you have one after the other based on your priority that you fill. So do your research, just check the SIT website, just check with your seniors what sort of a college is SIT and other colleges. I'm not here to only speak of SIT, sorry, but think of other options that you have. SIT is one of the top options that you can anyways give. And then you'll get your seat allotted. So the process is very simple as long as you're familiar with the process. Fill the form, write the exam, then you'll get your list, you'll get your rank. Then you'll enter and get counseled. Then you'll have your verification, fill in the option, and then you'll get your seat allotment. And after that, obviously, you will have to pay your fees. Pay your fees in the college, or pay your fees in the KESL, depending on the process. So some part might be paid there, some part in the college. So you'll have to do both. competition level. We'll get into this particular exam, right? It's a state level exam. So obviously the best and brightest across Karnataka. Karnataka, all college ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕೋ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. So it will be attended by everyone, because obviously you get admission in all the colleges if your rank is good, and then the fees is also less. Now the difficulty level of the exam is moderate, but the competition will be intense. Okay, so exam need not be difficult, right? Exam could be average difficulty, but the competition, if the number of people who are writing is more, the capability of these people is high, then it's going to be a tough exam. That is how this is. So you're not going to get percentage. Unlike exams that you've written, you'll get a percentage and go. Here it's not a percentage, right? Sorry. Here it's not a percentage. Here it's a rank, and your rank has to be as high as possible, which means every question that you get right matters. Every wrong option also matters, because it will pull your rank down. That's so it's very, very important that you practice from now until your exam. Hey, don't think COVID paper is going to be easy. Even if paper is easy, it is dependent on your rank. It's not like your university exams where you have to pass and you'll get admission somewhere. You'll have to get a good rank. Now, let's say you access your admit card, carry the admit card to the exam center, because without the exam center, please don't say, oh, soft copy admit card and all that. Take a print and keep it with you. Okay, we don't know. Let's say your phone runs out of charge. They might not allow the soft copy. Just take the printout and keep it with you. Like I said, the dates of the exam this time is yet to be announced. Last time we had the MBA program roughly starting sometime in Jan because of the delay. So don't worry, the exams might happen. So after the exam, whenever the dates are announced, there'll have to be results, then there has to be counseling, then has to be multiple rounds of counseling. So be prepared for very, very short notices. We will not have notices which say now that the exam will be in December, right? Very quickly, they'll announce the date. In a week from that, the dates, exams will happen. So please don't say, oh, I missed the exam date because I didn't read the newspaper, or I don't have newspapers being delivered to my home. So check with your friends, whoever else is interested in the PGCET. And once the exams are completed, you will have the answer keys released, official answer keys released. You use these answer keys to check your scores if you want. Now, this is the pattern. Now, we've spoken about the exam. What are these patterns? 100 marks for a 2.5-hour test, right? So there is, if you see the first part, we have English and we have general knowledge, right? Proficiency in English language and general knowledge. Both have 25 marks each. And then there is reasoning and maths. So this maths is not the maths that you might have in BSc or BA, or students who are from non-mathematical backgrounds like BA. Don't worry about this maths. This will be school level maths, but it will be maths which will use school level concepts. If you're not familiar with those concepts like profit and loss, etc., strongly urge you. The SIT Tumkur has asked us to give practice tests. SIT Tumkur has asked us to give a playlist for students to prepare. We'll give this. Srinivas, if you're on the call, please do share in the link. Once I conclude my session, please have the mock test procedure and then the playlist link as well. You please keep this in the live chat. Okay, Srinivas, are you there?
Yeah, sure. We'll be doing the same.
Okay, he will be doing that. 100 marks, 150 minutes, that will be taken. So 1 mark per question. And there are no negative markings. So please ensure at the very least, answer all the questions. That's very, very important. Please don't say, oh, I finished my exam, they snatched the paper and I had 20 questions that I didn't even see. At least 10 minutes before the exam, if you feel that 40 questions are left, think and then answer all the questions as much as you can, right? So that's something which I would strongly recommend, because there's no negative marking. At least you will get 4 or 5 out of the 10, 15 that you attempt. There's a good chance that you get. So also planning the exam, meaning how do you plan the 150 minutes so that you can attempt all these 100 questions? Don't get stuck in questions. And that's what you will see in our practice tests. You'll get stuck in some places. You'll try to spend too much time and then you'll realize at the end that, oh, 150 questions, 150 marks, 150 minutes is not enough to answer 100 questions. So how do you prepare that? That is why SIT has done this initiative, which is free, so that students attempt these tests. They'll understand the difficulty level, and 1, they'll start preparing. 2, there is some stamina needed. It's very tough for someone to suddenly sit for 2.5 hours and attempt exams. Just like it's very tough for someone to suddenly run 10 kilometers. If you're running every day, then running 10 kilometers is easy. But if you suddenly start running, that day you will collapse. So that's the same thing that will happen in a PGCET exam. where you are supposed to attempt multiple papers. And then once you attempt multiple papers, you'll get to know, okay, how do I sit and concentrate for 2.5 hours? Because of COVID, especially the last year and a half, people have not sat, not just students, everyone has not sat in one place, written exams. So now how do you do that? So please be there till the end of the session. You will also have your attendance, and those attendance, people who fill the attendance will also get additional practice tests later, but we'll show you how to access that. We'll show you how to access one test today, and then people who are there in the attendance link, which will be posted randomly, you will also get additional practice tests and the playlist to prepare. That will also be gotten. So these are the modules that you should be prepared. So in the previous test, right, this section B that you can see wherever I'm moving my mouse, section B is very, very important because that's neglected. Kids of this age don't read newspapers, and so general knowledge, so general awareness, general knowledge is a little low because we are not reading newspapers. We are on our phones mostly, and so this is very important. So if you're not able to read newspapers, at least look at the general knowledge material that we share, so you kind of get an idea of what is being asked. They might ask, which of these athletes did not win the Olympic medals in 2020 Olympics, as in 2020/2021. So if you're not familiar with the names, you might not be able to answer. Things like that. Where was it conducted? Which sports did India did not win? So just from the Olympic Games, you could have a lot of questions that come in. It's not just about Neeraj Chopra, right? It could be a whole lot of other games that are asked. It could be about politics. It could be about international politics. All of that, the material that we share will help you. So in a 1 hour session, I won't be able to cover that, but in the playlist that we will share, you will be able to access that and learn. Not just in general knowledge, you'll have the playlist in English, reasoning, and maths. So that's an initiative again by SIT, Tumkur, the MBA department, PG studies. So you will get that material also for free. So please do, when you see that, please do share it with your friends. Also tell them that this has come from SIT. I'll help them prepare as well. So just look at, so the entire concept of Siddhaganga Institute of Technology MBA department is, you know, right, how popular and how philanthropic the MUT is, the Siddhaganga MUT. Now even this is being done by them as a philanthropic activity, where we are not doing it as philanthropic. Siddhaganga MUT, as in the group, is paying us. They are not taking any money from you, which means they are doing this as a charitable work so that students get benefit. So the entire department, led by Paneerselvam sir, Joy sir, Somshikar sir, Manu sir, all of them have been involved in ensuring all these students who are now 10s, who are worried, get the necessary help that they want. Now these are the modules. Now if you see the playlist, you will have all of these modules covered in these 4 sections. Quant, reasoning, verbal. Quant is nothing but maths. Reasoning will involve some sort of puzzles and concepts where you don't need formulae, but you can solve it without that. And then verbal is English, general awareness is what we said, general knowledge, newspaper based questions. Okay, so these are the 4 areas. We will also share the PPT with you after the session. And anyways, you will have the link available. It's also there on our YouTube channel, 7 Sense Aptitude Prep. It's being streamed there also. So we have participants there on our YouTube, just that they can't interact with us, but at least you on your Google Meet, you can interact and ask questions that you want. Now, this is very, very important, what I call study plan and its importance, right? Now, from now till the exam, what are the things that you should do? These are the modules that you've seen, right? At least these are the modules where we find a lot of questions coming. So let's say in maths, if you have 6 modules to prepare, at least prepare on these 6 modules. There are many other modules. Prepare on these 6 modules. We'll have the playlist given. Prepare. They will solve questions in these videos. You can do well there. So it's very, very important that you do and have a plan. Don't think, oh, okay, just like my university exams, I just sat and wrote and they passed me. So this PGCET won't be like that. So you'll have a plan, and your plan should be to cover all the 4 sections in a day, because you have no other commitment right now, right? The commitment is preparation. For, I would think, at least 1 hour per module in a day, and then 1 mock test. So that will be like 5-6 hours of effort in a day, and that is what I would expect from all of you who are serious, who have come to this particular session, to make up that plan. This particular plan is left blank. This slide is because the plan is based on what each individual can do. Some of you might be willing to spend more time in a day. Some of you will be able to spend less time in a day because you're either doing part-time work somewhere. I don't know. But keep a plan. That the most important thing is keep a plan. And then more important than keeping the plan is sticking to the plan. It's very easy for me to keep a plan which says 2 hours for each module, 8 hours plus 3 tests. But if I don't do anything, then that plan has no value. So have a plan, stick it, and write it or stick it near your study table, and then stick to that plan. Follow that particular plan. So one strategy that I would recommend, I have 2 strategies, both work well. You could have strategy 3, 4, etc. Look at the topics to be covered, whatever we showed you, right? I'll just go back here and I'll show that once students are asking questions. Look at the topics to be covered, see where you are weak, and then take tests on these topics. And all the topics you can take tests. That's the reason why we are giving the practice test. Once you take the topic, you'll get to know where you are weak, where you are strong. And wherever you are weak, you can revise those concepts. Let's say I'm very weak in verbal, but I'm okay in reasoning. So spend more time on verbal, right? Ensure that you get some marks there as well. And wherever you are strong, also prepare on those areas, because that's where you can score more marks. So that's what I say. You should focus both on your strengths and your development areas, because you can improve your score in all of these areas. So that's very, very, very important. And that is why that scaling of improvement, what I mean, don't focus on only one section and don't think it's a lottery. Let me do what I can and then it's on God what score I get. No, God helps those who help themselves. So you need to put in your effort for God to help you. So the other strategy is, before starting the preparation, take the mock test that we are offering. One is to look at the sections that you're weak in and then prepare on that. The other is to take mock tests and keep taking mock tests. When you take mock tests, you will be exposed, and not just the mock tests. Once you take the mock test, take the test where you get the solutions, because that is when you can do analysis after the mock test. See, if I write the test and I got, let's say, out of 100, I've gotten 42. First, we need to identify how I scored 42. Whether it was by fluke, whether I guessed a few questions, that's one. Second thing that you have to do is, why did I not get the other 58 marks? And was it because of lack of planning? Did I not prepare? Was I slow? Did I not understand a few questions, etc.? And then how have the paper setters solved those questions? Because if you don't analyze, if the same question comes again in the exam, you will not be able to solve even them. So many students make this mistake of just taking the mock test and then not doing anything about it. So they just take the test, see the score, and then close the test. So I would say take the test, see the score, and then analyze why your score was low or why your score was high. Analyze also that. Because once you analyze why your scores are high, you can follow that strategy in the actual exam. That is what I would want to do. Note the mistakes and then see where you are strong, where you are weak, and then focus your preparation on that. Okay. So that is what I would want to do. Focus more on areas that you are strong in, because that you can score more. If I'm very weak in one area, I'll do a little preparation there, but I'm very strong in one area, I'll do more preparation there, so that it can actually be a proper strength and score more. And don't stress if there are some areas that are weak, some topics you're not able to understand. International politics, I don't know. Don't worry about it too much. Just do it to the extent that you can. And like I said, now you can't be strong, equally strong in all the sections. Some sections will be relatively weak. And that is what you will focus on. Okay. So the exam strategy is one, time allocation. One, have a proper watch, right, which works. Many people many people, young people that I see now don't have a watch because they see the time on their phone. But unfortunately, that will not be allowed inside. So have a proper analog watch. Don't have a digital calculator-based watch, because they might ask you to remove it. Don't have a smart watch, because we don't know. They might, in terms of avoiding copying, they might want you to keep it out. So just have an old proper watch which your parents are using, which you can use, and plan the time. If it's 2.5 hours, see by when each section needs to be completed, by when, how many questions, and don't just look at it when they say 5 minutes left to submit. Just keep an eye. After 20 minutes, how many have you solved? How many are you ahead? Are you behind? And how many attempts have you given? You are supposed to solve 30. How many have you solved? Sometimes you're not going in the same sequence, right? So give an idea on how many questions you've solved, how many you are left, all of that. These strategies, different strategies you should implement in the mock test that 7 Sense is giving. Correct? There, if you go and try one strategy, it will be like a fluke. It might work, it might not work. Here, you try that. Try to solve section by section in one test. In another test, try to solve all the easy questions first. In another question side, try to solve the different difficult questions first, and you'll see that your score increases and decreases. And then you see wherever it is increasing or wherever the score is highest, that is the strategy that you use in the actual PGCET exam. And your strategy need not be the same as your friend's strategy. If your friend says, hey, I'm starting with general knowledge, I'm scoring well. If that's not your strength and you don't want to start out with general knowledge, don't start there. You don't have to argue with your friend and try to convince him or her to do what you are doing. Similarly, you don't need to follow what they are doing. You do what works for you. And that strategy has to be tried in the mock test. So it's very, very important. And like I said, the last week preparation. So whenever the dates are announced in the last week, don't try to cram too much. Okay. So what I want to say, in the last week, don't look at it as your university exam by saying, okay, I need to finish everything, but then get stressed and then lose confidence. Don't do that. Take the last week as any other week. Just ensure that you write a few more mock tests, prepare on a few more sections, recap, revise, note the formulae for mathematical area. Just look at previous PGCET papers. You do that. We also have PGCET old papers that we have solved. That's also in our playlist that Mr. Srinivas will share with all of you. And the exam day tips is very simple. One, you ensure that you wake up early, because with COVID and with others not going to college, our waking up times have become later in the day, 9, 10. Don't do that. Exam day, wake up early, which means not just the exam day, even that exam week, you please ensure that you wake up early. Eat well. Many people don't eat because they are tense. Eat well. Go early to the exam hall. And then don't get stressed by, oh, that guy has 5 books and is preparing near the exam hall. Good. If he's preparing good for him, you don't get tense. That just shows he's not prepared previously, right? Go comfortably, confidently. Take blessings from whoever you take blessings from, parents, God, and then go comfortably. Have extra pens, keep your phone, keep extra money and all that, and go to the exam hall. If you are in Tumkur, if you are somewhere near Tumkur, as in Gubbi, etc., please visit SIT Tumkur if possible once. And you spoke, as in you heard Ajay sir speak, you heard Somshikar sir speak. Also go to the MBA department. If they are there when you are going, as in the date that you are going there, just talk to them. Any other doubts that you have on the about the department, on the program, clarify that with them if you can, or after your exam as well. If you want to go there, go. Just the campus is amazing. It's green. If you see the MBA department, it's as big as an entire college of other colleges. The MBA department is as big as a proper college. So the entire college is, I don't know, it might be around 50 plus acres. I don't know the exact size, but it's huge. It's amazing. You look at the placement numbers, you look at which recruiters come in, all of that. Just that will give you a sense of what SIT Tumkur is all about. And then you'll have your results in counseling. That's not something that I want to look at now. What you mentioned, right? Merit list, then you'll register and then your documents get verified. Let's not worry too much about that now. And you'll have your registration centers everywhere. Okay. So this is spread across the country, and then you'll have to enter your options. You'll enter your options and you enter the top colleges based on your ranks. Colleges selected will be preferred. Okay. So whichever is number one, give. And then it will take into account the reservation policy of the state and the central government. Then you'll get your seat allotted. Once you get your seat allotted, then you'll have to go to the college and make the payments. And then that's where your process ends. For management quota seats, you could look at the application. You could go visit you could visit SIT Tumkur or other campuses wherever you are interested in and approach them for the management quota seats. Okay. Even here, but don't avoid writing the PGCET. Compulsorily write the PGCET. So that's very, very essential to get to a good program. Then let's say if the rank is not very good, but you still want a very good college, and you could look at a management quota seat. That's what I would strongly suggest. Okay. So entry of options, I'm not going to worry too much about it. And then there's a KMAT as well. So this is considered by this test is conducted by Karnataka private postgraduate colleges, and it's considered by them for admissions. This is also conducted once a year. This is similar to PGCET, but again, like I said, the fees here is a little higher, and it will be considered in private postgraduate colleges. Here too, you will have 3 sections, but here the number of questions, as in the time would change. You'll have a minute per question here, 120 minutes, 120 questions. Okay, so this is the pattern for KMAT. Okay, even here the date is not yet. Final verbal ability, quant and reasoning. There's no general knowledge in this particular paper which is came at. Even the topics, if you want, some of you can take the photo of the screen for you to refer. These will be the focus areas for this particular exam. So in verbal ability and reading comprehension, which is basically English, these are the subsections in which questions will be asked. Same quantitative ability, which is maths. If you see geometry, trigonometry, some of those you might have studied in PU or 10th in as the case may be. Let's say I've not studied trigonometry at all. That's okay. You will not be able to solve all the questions, 120 questions in 120 minutes. So might as well avoid those, not get worried and tense about it. Right? So that is what I would want to say. Now, these video lectures on PGCET, if you go to our YouTube channel, which says 7th Sense Aptitude Prep, and type PGCET in that channel, you will get the videos that we have kept. But we have made a special playlist out of videos that will be given by Srinivas to all the participants during the session. Okay, so that, and also see how you should access the practice test. You'll get the link for the practice test in the live chat. You'll get the procedure to access the live test, and Amruta from our team will also give that demo. So I just want to check if you have any questions that you want me to tackle now. Any questions that the participants want me to tackle or ask? Any question that will help me a lot. Any question, any doubts? There's no question that's right or wrong, right? You can always ask the doubts that you feel need to be asked. So there's a feedback form and an attendance link that's given in the live chat. So please fill that up. That's one. Secondly, Amruta from our team has also given the link for the test. So that which after I finish my session, she will take over and tell you how to access that particular test. How do you register? How do you take up the test? How do you get the solutions? How do you get your score? All of that she will tell. But any questions here until now? Any questions about PGCET, about the MBA program, about SIT, about anything that Ajay sir, Somshikar sir and I have said? But anything else which we have not covered, which you want to be addressed? Anyone? Anyone with any other questions or suggestions that you have? Attendance form, feedback form is filled. Please fill that. So if there are no questions, what I would like to do is I would like to thank once again the management of SIT Tumkur for firstly thinking of students, just the student community, and planning and organizing this session. I want to thank respected Reverend Swamiji for permitting this program and blessing this program, and also the directors, MBA HOD sir, Panirselvam sir, Ajay sir, Somshikar sir, Manu sir, for ensuring this program is conducted for the benefit of students. I want to know which college is best in terms of PGCET. See, Sana has asked that question. I can only say SIT Tumkur is right up there at the top. What is best for one person is different from others. Someone might look at placement, someone might look at teaching faculty, someone might look at infrastructure, someone might look at location, someone might look at brand name. But what I say is SIT scores high in all five, whether it's brand name, teaching faculty, infrastructure, placements, age of the institution, whatever it is that you score, it scores very well. I can't give that this one college is the best for everyone, but what I can say is SIT scores highly in all five for, and that those are the categories that I would evaluate if I were a student, and that those are the categories which you should evaluate. Go to the SIT website and see what they have written about their MBA program, what is the kind of faculty members that you have. And that's one thing when Ajay sir was speaking, generally there will be one HOD who's experienced and all the other faculty members are like 1 or 2 years or even freshers. That's not the case in SIT. Here, all the faculty members are experienced. They're experienced from the industry, they're experienced. They come in from very good schools themselves. They've experience in leading companies, they've experienced in leading educational institutions, they've experienced guiding a lot of students, and that's a very critical factor. It's not enough if you just have a person who's engaging the class for 1 hour and go. That could be done in any college, right? But here, what is the wealth that experience brings? What is the wealth that guidance and mentorship brings? The companies that come in, the extracurricular activities that you're exposed to, whatever, all of those are amazing. So just look at that again. If you're in Tumkur, visit, search online fora and see what people have to say. You will get to know that. So I will hand it over to Amrita. Amrita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Amrita, I'll hand it over. You could then show students how to click that exam link and then take it forward.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I'll hand it over to you, Amrita. Please show them how to take up the test, and then please remind them to fill the attendance form and the feedback link. And then please also do share the playlist of the videos that we have made to this particular email. You must please ensure that playlist is shared properly.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, Amrita. Over to you.
Yes. Hello, everyone. This is Amrita, greeting from 7th Sense Talent Solution. Today, I will brief how to get access to PGCET module and how to log into assessment as well. First, I'll share the screen. Okay, first I will explain how to get access to PGCET module. When you click on the PGCET module link, which we have provided you, you will get this window. Then click on the free here. Then you will get sign up tab here. In this, you have to enter your name, then your email ID, then create your own password. Then enter your mobile number. And please enter your college name. Then click on the create new account. Then if you are already signed up, log into existing account here. Click on login. Then click on continue. You will get the PGCET module course page. Then here click on the PGCET module below the content. Then click on the YouTube link. So here you will get all PGCET module. You can see here in this. Here it has 25 verbal, 25 reasoning, 25 general awareness verbal, and so on. In aptitude section, you will get every topics like time, speed, distance, so on. So this will be very useful for you to crack PGCET and also time saving for you as well. For more, please follow our YouTube and Telegram channel. We will put the link in chat box. So this is all about how to get access to PGCET module. Next, now I will explain how to log into assessment. Here, click on the test link, which we have provided you. If you are already signed up, please click on the test link, then click on free. If you are already signed up, click on to log into existing account, then click login. Here, click on continue. Then click on PGCET content. Here, click on start quiz. Now you can attend the assessment. Here in this, if you are sure about your answers, click on the correct option, then click on save and next. Like if you are sure about these given answers, click on the options and click on save next. If you are not sure about the answers for the particular question, click on the mark for review and next so that you can attend the skipped question in the last. Like if you're not sure about this question, click on mark for review and next so that you can attend this question at last. Make sure you have attended all the question, then click on the submit button here. So here you will get total time taken, total number of questions, attempted questions and skipped questions. So click on the submit. So here you can see your assessment score, like rank, percentile, your marks, and your time taken, correct questions, incorrect questions, and skipped questions. So this is all about how to log into assessment and attend test. So if you have any doubt, please ask me. And I have put the playlist link in chat box.
Yeah, Sushmita, Srinivas here. Oh, yeah, there is a particular link for the assessment. Like we'll share that assessment link here as well in the chat box. Like the PGCET modules, the modules that we have created, especially for like the preparation of PGCET, that is pasted in the chat box. You can just click on the particular link. In that particular uh, like the playlist, you'll be getting the links that are required for your preparation to the like the PGCET will be containing the aptitude as well as the verbal and the quant section, as well as the general awareness. Each and every like there are around 20 videos in the playlist, so that you can all the videos are from basic. In each and every video, there is a clear understanding about the concepts. Like if you take up an example of a reasoning one, if there is any question related to the seating arrangement, the trainer has explained. He has given a brief explanation about that particular concept from the basics to the scratch, like from the scratch to even the advanced, so that you can prepare on your own by referring those particular set of videos. So please make sure that you click on that particular link that has been provided in the chat box, so that you can access all the other sections as well. And it is time saving. The trainers have provided you the steps, like which will be easier for you to like understand how to you need to solve this particular concepts in a very like time saving manner. So that is the one thing that link is been provided in the chat box. You can click on that, and all of you can subscribe our YouTube channel as well as the Telegram channel, so that you can have a better, like you will getting the recent notifications of each and every like notifications on PGCET as well. If any of the videos are being uploaded, you will get an like update on that as well. And here is the assessment link. The assessment link will be again pasted in the chat box. This is the assessment link. You can take it as a demo assessment link. Okay. The procedure has been already explained by Amruta. If you wish, I could go, so I can ask her to again like help you out with the procedure, so that will be clear for you to take up the assessment. And please fill the attendance form so that we're getting the data, so that in future, like we'll be sharing the assessments and a mock test, so that it becomes a habit for all of you to take up the assessments on a regular basis, and you can score really better if you take up the actual PGCET like the assessment or like the final exam. Before that, having a proper preparation will be really be helpful. So please make sure to take up the assessment link. Anything else, guys?
Sure, Prajwal. We'll be sending the like the assessment link as well as the playlist links, which contains the recorded videos of the trainers done on like majority of the topics that are required for the PGCET. I will share the link again, so that Prajwal you can access that. Yeah, it is being already shared, Prajwal, in the chat box. The PGCET assessment, and I will share the playlist link as well, so that you can access that as well in the meantime. Yeah, no worries, Prajwal. Any other queries from any of you? And the benefit of taking up the assessment is like you'll be getting the like the feedback on each and every time they take up the assessment, like the strong zone of yours. Like if you are doing really good in the reasoning thing, it'll be there will be a bar chart will be showing you like how is your performance, what is the time consumed by you in that particular assessment. That will be also be like it will maintain a progress report. It will be having a progressive report. You will get that report soon after you finish or submit the test, as said by Amruta earlier. Yeah, Anusha. Anusha, I think you raised your hand. Any queries? Please let us know. Yeah, Anusha, like, are you asking related to the current affairs section that will be like appearing in the PGCT like exam for 25 marks, right? How to get that information, right? Okay, regarding that one. Oh, Sushmita, regarding that, how long will be the exam be postponed? I think it will be getting it at the earliest. I think never, like, not sure about that. It has been done with all the exams the same. So please be prepared at the earliest. And you might there will be very short notice as well, because it might turn up on 12th. Admit code is on 12th, right? Never know. Please be prepared for that. And like the current, like the information regarding to preparation on the current affairs, Anusha, what you can do is like you need to like go through the newspapers, and some of the sections that I can mention is like you need to look into the historical events. Like some of the questions might be appearing from that as well, and the political recent political activities, and like the general knowledge questions that will be definitely be there. Out of 25, if you focus on these like 6 topics that I am mentioning right now, like any recent awards or Khel Ratna award which has been awarded to any of the recent advancement in the sports, and like the any achievements like even the Olympics, like what is the number of gold medals that have been won by India. These type of the questions might turn up, and you need to focus on these set of things like historical events, political events, as well as the general knowledge, the strategic and the current affairs related to the like political affairs or the current affairs. You need to take care of that as well, and the like the recent advancement and the achievements done by the like what are the team like central government or like even in the sports or the academic or at the industry level or any other domain. You need to take care, you need to look into all those things to have very good information on that. Focus on these set of topics mentioned for the like clearing or to get the maximum marks of our general awareness. That is the one zone that you can like look in. And the assessment link. Yeah, Prajwal, I will be sharing the assessment link again in the chat box. Anything else, guys, which I could help you with? Anything else? You can focus on the playlist has been already like the link for the playlist is already given. And the assessment, like the demo assessment, you can take it. And please fill the attendance as well as the feedback which has been provided in the chat box. Prajwal, I have shared the attendance form. You can fill that. Any other queries? Yeah, I thank Somshekar sir as well as like for providing us an opportunity like to have a word on the PGCET, like how to take up the PGCET exams and what are the steps that should be taken care by the students and the whole SIT department as an whole, and Ajay sir as well.
Thank you, thank you.
Anything else, sir? Like I think we're fine, right? Can we wrap it up, or any of you are having any doubts, like Mariappa and Anusha and thank you, sir.